Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Webby Sports Roundup again. We're on our second vlog of the afternoon here in my manor in sunny Tenerife. But to be honest with you, it's a bit overcast. We're down about 22, 23 degrees. And at the moment, as you can probably see, we are in the Moonlight Bar Fun Pub, where my good pal Mick is the manager here. Been here for 25, 30 years. And I've just met a very good lady friend I haven't seen for a long, long time, Sharon. So she's on board, Sharon, lovely girl. And she's working behind the bar with Dawn. So Mick, if you're watching, or you will be later on, they need a paint rise. Absolute quality. As you can see now, we're going to talk football. So my boys, first and foremost, if you haven't subscribed to me, WEBBY'S Sports Roundup, and on YouTube, that is, and also on Facebook, WEBBY'S Sports Roundup. Give Foggy a bit of love. Right, first of all, on the left-hand side, you've got Alan, massive COF fan. As you can see, my number 2, Terry, is my number 2 in my shows every week. Hey, we can't stop him talking at the moment. When you get Kevin going, he goes everywhere. Kevin, the Borough boy, and the big man, Del boy, Newcastle United. And all we've met on this, on the first vlog this morning, is Newcastle United fans. So, first and foremost,
£25 million.
Right, boys, we have a bit of quiet. We started, we're on. First and foremost, just say who you are and where you're from.
Okay, my name's Alan, I'm from Coventry and I support the Sky Blues, same as Webby.
Terry.
You know I am.
Terry.
You know I am.
Thank you. He's that Liverpool muppet and he does my head, it is. Right, number 3.
My name's Kevin, I'm from Billingham and support Middlesbrough.
And you're my number 5.
Thank you.
And I demoted you, but I brought you straight back, big man. And here's my new number 7, Del boy.
Number 7, Joe Linton. I'm Del, I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne and I'm a black and white
nutcase. Absolutely superb. As you can see, the sun's coming out and we're looking over in Fania Bay Beach. As you can see, absolutely gorgeous afternoon. We're going to talk football. We've got another guy in a couple of minutes' time. He's a big Geordie boy, and we're going to bring him on for a couple of minutes. We're going to have a little chat with him all about football and Newcastle United. Right, I've got 1 or 2 things I want to talk about, boys. First and foremost, now I'm going to speak to Terry first. This thing about Dean Henderson, 2.5-year deal at Ajax. What do you know about it?
Dean Henderson? Is he playing midfield now?
Yeah.
You mean Jordan Henderson?
That'll do, and him. Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me, because, hey, what do you think? Oh, Dean Henderson's the goalie, isn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, Bill and Jordan Henderson, come on in, tell.
He needs to play regular football in a fairly decent league to get into that Euro squad next summer, or this summer. If he's playing in that Mickey Mouse Arab League, he's going to be about 3 miles off the pace when we get a semi-decent football team.
But is it all to do with money, the reason why he's going there?
Well, it's come out today that apparently because he's left early, he's only been there 6 months, he has to be there a period of time to get his wages. If you don't stay for a period of time, he can't take the money.
Okay.
He gets a big tax bill. So now he's by the time we do this, he's probably moved on anyway.
Yeah.
But again, Ajax are like 20 odd points behind the leaders in that league. They've been bottom this season.
Yeah.
They're very bang average. It's the worst Ajax team in my lifetime.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So it's just all about playing regular football.
All right.
But I don't think, while I think the reason he's not gone to the Premier League, I don't think he's up to it no more. Okay,
cheers, Tel. Great information on Jordan Henderson. I've gone over to my big pal, big Borough fan. Now listen, this thing about Ivan Toney, Kevin, Brentford. Obviously, we all know that he had a problem a few months ago, and he probably still has, but hopefully he's stopped now. Bit of a gambling addict. Now, he's fit, he's healthy, he's raring to go. Is he going to stay at Brentford, or is a big good club to come in for him?
I think he'll stay at Brentford because I don't think anybody's prepared to pay £100 million for him. I honestly don't think somebody will pay £100 million for him.
Is that the money that's
They've said they won't let him go for less than that.
Gotcha.
And I don't think anybody's going to give him the money.
No.
So I think he'll remain at Brentford.
But if he did go...
Is he out of contract in the summer?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think he is.
Well, I think he will not leave Brentford in the January transfer window. I think he'll be gone in the summer.
See, when you talk to most supporters, all they want is a number 9 striker, and we haven't had that really.
How fit's he going to be?
Yeah. Well, they said he's been.
Is he going to be match fit? There's a fit and there's fit.
Yes, I know.
As fit as Jordan Henderson, probably.
Well,
Newcastle sold him for 250,000.
They did.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Got a sign
Quite
clause.
a high plan. They've got a sell-on clause.
Yeah.
That goes for 100 million. You
Never got a chance on the Rafa. Never got a
Right,
chance.
let's bring Big Del Boy in, because I've got another question for you, Del Boy. Listen, Newcastle United are having an up and down season. Champions League, as we talked about earlier on, we thought that they were going to get out of those 4 into the next round, but they never. I mean, they were 7 minutes away from...
7 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm assuming... Go on.
It's all down to injuries. We've got I think up to now 14 first squad members out with injuries. Every club, every team will struggle with that.
But
the
Del Boy,
amount of games we've played.
years ago, injuries were few and far between. Is it because they're being overtrained?
It could be a possibility. I remember when Gordon signed for Newcastle. Eddie Howe said he's fit, but he's not Newcastle fit. So
No,
maybe,
gotcha.
maybe there is something to do with that. They're overtrained. I don't know. But it's injuries at the end of the day.
Yeah, for
Happens.
sure.
It's
Right.
football.
Not the COVID jab.
Yeah, I've got right. Let's talk about the manager very, very quickly, Eddie Howe. Now, I've always liked Eddie Howe, Bournemouth. All right. The trouble is, was it Burnley? He went to Burnley, didn't he? He went to Burnley.
That was over 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
So that's history.
I know it's history.
Bournemouth as well.
But
Went to Bournemouth twice, and look the job he did at Bournemouth.
He did well.
Incredible.
And I always thought that he wanted to be, he was going to be the next England manager. Because obviously with Terry, he just thinks Southgate, he's got to go, irrespective of what we're going to do in the Euros this year.
Well, at the minute, I would say if Southgate does go after the Euros, I think Eddie Howe will be favourite for the
Yeah.
job. Yeah, definitely.
Is he on the close of being sacked at the moment?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely.
Mourinho obviously been sacked.
Don't
It
even
mel-
go there.
No.
I mean, that's just absolute. He's finished.
Yeah. Mourinho's finished.
Why would they sack Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
And replace him with a has-been?
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I'm just putting it to you.
Absolute
But I
nonsense.
appreciate that.
No chance.
But he must have a great bank account, Kevin. Obviously Mourinho. He's been sacked everywhere, Chelsea, wherever he's gone. He must have a great bank
He's
account.
been a failure for years. Hasn't
Yeah.
he? Yet he keeps getting given jobs. Put it.
He'll end up in Saudi.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he'll end up there for his
Finished.
last payday.
It's always better. It's always tax things, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I don't know, I said to me and Mike Mackham, we said this months ago. End up at Newcastle. I think you go Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle.
And Mourinho.
Big name manager to take him to another level.
He's finished. He's
I really
finished.
don't.
Mourinho.
Well, basically, viewers, you better watch your space. Terry thinks one. Alan, any views on that? On Newcastle and Eddie Howe?
I don't think he will.
You don't think he will?
No. He won't come back to the UK, I don't think.
It's going to be a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not Coventry.
No.
next level.
Listen, nobody's going to take Mark Robbins. I promise you that. Well, listen, while we're over with Alan, let's get him on another question. Now, listen, Alan, we know we had a great win against Leicester City, top of the table, and we beat them 3-1 quite convincingly, irrespective of whether they only have 10 players in second half. But two things I want to discuss. Number one, obviously Callum O'Hare. I've been told through the grapevine that he's going to sign a 2-year contract. How true that is, I don't know. But until the pens is obviously down on a bit of paper, I don't know. You'd love him to sign, wouldn't you, Al?
Yes, I would, yeah. It'd be fantastic.
Is
I think he's probably our best player now.
After his injury
Yeah.
came back.
He's probably still a bit nervous about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's a serious injury. But
Yeah.
I think the last few games he's been getting his full confidence back.
Yeah.
It's showing in his performances.
He's looking good.
So he's looking good. Yeah.
All right. Right. I'm going to bring Terry in because Terry.
Sorry, before you
Yeah, go on, Terry. Yeah.
Coventry. Your forward you flogged in the summer.
Well, no, I'm going to come to that in a minute.
75 billion you could be going
Well, it's
for.
all right. Let's go to Terry on
I
that.
think he'd all
They're
backhander for
going to
that.
sell
This
it
this
for-
is Jokeres that was sold to Sport in Lisbon. It was 20 million originally, up to 24 million. He's scoring for fun over Sport in Lisbon. They're top of the table, many assists. He's a phenomenal player. He really, really is. We got him from Brighton. Now, there's talk now that Chelsea are looking at him. They've offered 75. They've gone up to 80 million, I believe. Is he worth it? Who knows? And to be honest with you, me personally, all right, just from a Cov fan, I think he is. I'd love him to go there because we're going to get a tiff.
Have you done your sell-on clause?
Have we got a
mate?
sell-on
Yeah, we got a
clause?
10-15% sell-on clause. Yeah.
That could be good for you. If you get
Even
rid in
yeah, of course.
January,
Oh,
So if they get rid in January,
Yeah.
and you'll give them that money.
well, even Boost, he asked. You know, David Boost, obviously a good pal of mine. He's at the academy at Coventry. Broke his leg against Man United many years ago. Even Boosty yesterday said, "Webby, have we got a sell-on clause?" I says, "You're asking me." We definitely have. I don't know where it's between 10, 12, and 15%, which would be absolutely fantastic for a club like us.
What's going to be quite funny with Coventry this season is you're looking top 6 now, aren't you?
Well, we are top 6.
You go up, Sheffield United come down.
Yeah.
Hammer.
Yeah,
Back
should
in
you?
the Championship.
Of course, again, the thing is that we love to have him back there, but we just bought this new guy from Sweden last week, 2.5 million. I've checked his stats, checked his form, and everything. He's phenomenal player. We got great scouts, so he could be in the frame for the game against Sheffield Wednesday on Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Looking good,
so
man.
we're looking good.
Looking good, yeah.
Thanks, Tel. Right, let's see what else I've picked out. Obviously, I picked out that. I'm going to come over to Del Boy. Yeah, all right, Del. Right.
Again?
Yeah, again.
That must be good,
I've got to bring you. you're in because I don't see you very often, son. And you're my number 7 now. So
Bonus.
I've just told everybody you're my number 7. Now listen, Kevin Phillips, who's obviously at Man City, can't get a game. They're talking about offloading him. Crystal Palace, I believe, are the favourites. Now, would you have him at Newcastle?
I think he's a decent player, but on loan, I don't know. Maybe he's a permanent signing, yes, but apparently we haven't got the money. Believe it or not,
You haven't got the money.
we haven't got the money. It's all down to FFP.
It does exist then, doesn't it? Apparently.
The financial,
Yeah, it's all down to.
Doesn't for certain clubs.
Yeah.
I think was one I read this morning. Was it Wolverhampton wants to buy somebody, but they can't buy until they get rid of one.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? And that's
the
kept.
same in Newcastle.
Yeah, and
So
that's
I
kept
think
him under that financial fair play.
The rumours, Guimaraes is going to go. He's got 100 million clause in his contract.
Yeah.
Just
So-
don't know, do you?
yeah,
Might have
no,
to sell
no,
one of
no.
the big boys to,
Yeah, for
to
sure.
bring in 4 or 5 decent.
Yeah. But when I'm talking about financial fair play league, obviously my number 2 Terry is well up on it. Now we've been watching TV, Sky Sports recently over the last few days. I'm going to bring Terry into this one. Now Terry, there's this thing about Nottingham Forest and Everton. That's the 2 big ones. You know, Everton obviously got a 10 points reduction from this year.
From a few seasons ago.
But obviously it's been reduced this year. So what I'm saying is, you said this morning they may get another, or Kevin was, another 3 points or 6. Please enlighten.
Let's look at the facts here, right? Start of the season, clubs know what they can and can't spend.
Yeah.
It's about you on a Friday night. You've got
Yeah.
100 quid in your pocket.
Yeah.
You go out and you spend 130. You've
Yeah.
gone over your budget.
Yeah.
Right? You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
And you get home, Mrs. gives you a slap for taking 30 quid out of her wallet.
Yeah.
To put back in to pay for your night out.
Yeah.
Same with football clubs. With football clubs, they can only spend so much. They know if they overspend, they could get points deduction.
Yeah.
So I've got no sympathy for these clubs. Nottingham Forest, when they come up, sign 26 players.
Yeah.
They must know when they're buying all these players.
Yeah.
Hold on, John. We're going over the budget here. Just keep buying them. We'll worry about that next season. You can't do that no
But the
more.
Forest one was on yesterday.
They were putting them some in because he owns Olympiacos as well.
Gotcha.
And they were putting some of these players into the Olympiacos squad.
Listen, Man City have been doing that for years. They
Course
own
they
about
have.
12 different clubs, man.
Yeah.
That Man
Chelsea
City
do
group.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one for Forest, the reason why it's all down to Johnson that went to Tottenham for
Spurs.
30 odd million.
Well, they sold him too late.
Yes,
didn't they?
yes. Supposedly
Got ya.
they were going to sell him in June. Never happened. Then obviously they had it all ready, all done, dusted. But then, as you say, Tal, they sold him too late.
You don't live beyond your means, mate, because you get in debt. Simple
Yeah.
as that. And
Yeah.
they've obviously done. They've been spending more that's been coming in, and they know the rules. It's bad
Yeah.
when you see certain clubs since 2009,
Yeah,
which every other club in every other football supporter in this world is sitting there thinking, what the hell is going on with that club? How are they getting away with it? Now, if you watch this week, you had Richard Masters sitting there, who'd been called before government because they're getting involved now, right? And they had Nottingham Forest on there, and they had Everton.
Yeah.
He was answering questions straight up.
Yeah.
The minute the word Man City was mentioned,
Yeah.
he sheepishly looks to his right to someone as if to say, date's been set, but we can't tell you when it is.
yeah,
Why
for sure.
not?
Yeah.
Why can't you tell us? Because it's in like 6 years bloody time, probably.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you always discuss about Man City. They got 115 charges. They say that's going to come out very, very soon. Is there a date, Kevin?
It's supposed to be April next year.
Is it
isn't
April next year, not
Well,
this year?
Next year, apparently. It was supposed to be this year, but they're trying to kick it down
Simon Jordan, who knows what.
down the road again,
Could be
which they've
6
done
years.
for the last 3
Yeah.
or 4 seasons.
Which is
How do they
ridiculous.
get away with it? I do not know.
Yeah, we don't.
If
It
you,
is.
as I said before, if you've done nothing wrong, right, you want to clear your name straight away.
Yeah.
Course you
This has been dragging on since 2009.
Yeah, for sure.
But personally, I blame the Premier League.
14
Because the Premier
years.
League should have got their finger out their backside
Yeah.
years ago
Yeah.
and said, give us your accounts a minute.
Yeah.
Right, show us the proof of that. Takes 10 minutes to get them in, show the papers and clear it up. But it's
yeah.
been dragging on and dragging on and dragging on. Now, if they just find 2 or 3 of these charges
Yeah.
they're guilty on,
Yeah,
bear
sure.
in mind, one charge, Everton, minus 10, if they're given 2 or 3 charges are correct, there's only one thing they can do. Happened to Rangers, demote them. Demote them, transfer embargo. A fine's useless. What's the point of fining?
And they got a brand new stadium, newly built. It's obviously it's a state of the art. They tell me it looks good, and can you see them in the Championship, Everton? Oh, dearie me, that'd be a big blow, wouldn't it?
Doesn't it?
Hey?
Depends what happens with the points.
Yeah, but Kev, this is the thing. Right? I want to do my ass up. I want to put an extension on. I haven't got the money to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll still do it and get myself in debt.
Yeah.
Everything's spending money on a new stadium.
Yeah.
And they haven't got the money.
No,
to do
gotcha.
it. They've got this new 777 group coming in.
Yeah.
Right? That deal at the moment could be up in the air. Because, not being funny, why would you invest in a football club if
Yeah.
you're going to get championship football?
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
big risk.
All right.
So,
Right, cheers, Tal. That's a little bit about the Financial Fair Play League. Now, just met this young man on the left-hand side. We're going to pick him in a minute. He's another journey. That's
But you
all we
wish
see.
you'd never come
We've
here,
been on
didn't you?
these walks this morning.
everywhere,
All we're
aren't
going to get is journeys. And there he is.
right.
Morning, young man. How are you? Nice to meet you, sir.
All right.
And what's your name?
Ben,
Ben. And where are you from?
Newcastle.
You got to be, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now, I've been told that from Del Boy says that you live in a nice area of Newcastle. Is that because your dad's a smoggy?
That's the only one with the brains in it.
Oh, see Kevin straight back in there. Now listen, how long you been a Newcastle fan?
Since I was a young lad, really.
Do you follow them every week? Do you go and watch them?
No, I play football on a Saturday, so
Okay.
I don't really get to go and watch them so much. But over
man.
Christmas and stuff, I get to the games on
as we all-
Boxing Day and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Favourite player? Have you got one?
Bruno, for me, I like how much he gets.
Don't he play for Man United, Bruno Fernandes? There you go. Oh, what's his
He
surname, Bruno?
tries to play for Man
now
United.
this one don't dive and cheat everywhere.
Proper Bruno. not
Proper
him.
Bruno. I'm assuming you've been in Newcastle, St James, and
Yeah,
watched a
yeah,
few
of course.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atmosphere, something else.
Yeah, I watched them batter Man United and stuff at St James's.
Like the 5-0.
It was, I think it was.
Philip Albert.
Yeah, it was only last year.
Is that when he chipped? Yeah, that's when he chipped the keeper.
When Howe was pulling out the bag, getting out of trouble.
Yeah.
Seeing Cristiano Ronaldo not even get involved in the game when
No,
he
for
came
sure.
back to Man United. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Did you watch Newcastle Liverpool this season?
Yeah.
Oh God, Terry's butted him because
Didn't
of
watch it in the
his
States.
flop in Liverpool. That's all it is, isn't it?
Just put it out there.
Would your best game this season be Paris Saint-Germain when you beat them at home?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be, hasn't it?
So the atmosphere around Newcastle.
What about the Mackham game?
Yeah.
When he beat the Mackhams 3-0?
Yeah, but that was expected. The Paris Saint-Germain one probably
Yeah.
wasn't. That's the difference.
The atmosphere for the Champions League around town was just something else.
I bet it was someone else.
Can't beat Champions League, can't beat European football
Yeah.
for me personally.
Yeah.
Well, when I was living back home, obviously many moons ago.
Don't tell me Coventry with you.
No. We were many years ago, but when I was
Benidorm
young,
for a fortnight.
you can't get a word in here, can you? When I used to be at home, I used to go and watch Coventry. The two teams I wanted to see them play was Man United and Newcastle because of their supporters. Seriously, that's the
Says
truth.
that to
That.
everyone, by the way.
Yeah, no.
It's always a good game.
I want to see Middlesbrough play. He always, you know what I mean?
No, I took Dawn to go see Middlesbrough. We lost 5-4 and Bernie Slavin scored 4.
there.
And you were there. And David Speedy scored 3 with his head.
Yeah.
And Brian Clough said he was the best inch-to-inch header of the ball he's ever seen. So that was good. So whereabouts you staying over here, Ben?
We're in the other end, Las Americas.
Okay, you're Americas,
we
yeah.
kind of just walk down here every day, to be
Oh,
honest.
that's nice. And you got a nice young lady there?
Yeah, that's Sarah. She's also
Yeah.
a Geordie.
Sarah,
And I did say you were batting above your waist again, didn't I? You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. You're not.
You're
wrong.
not right. And you got who's your friend? Is that?
That's Matthew.
Is
and
it-
That's Caroline. He supports Man United.
Oh, so
Oh, get him on.
yeah, you get Matt, you can't come up because Terry will actually. I'm a big Man United fan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. Listen, Ben, thank you very much for that. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'll give you the YouTube site
Yeah,
in a
if
minute,
you do,
and
that's
you can go on.
great.
Take
Yeah,
care.
nice to meet
Cheers,
you all.
big. Thanks, big man.
cheers, pal.
See you.
Give your dad my love.
Bye.
Yeah,
Top
give it-
man.
yeah,
Where we get his mate on.
yeah. Matt, do you want to come on for a minute? Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Because Terry's going to absolutely smash in the bits. Come on, Matt. Come and sit down.
First of all, where do you come from?
Darlington.
Darlington.
Oh dear. Oh, never
You
talk.
support Man United? What's that about?
Family inherited.
All right.
Well, I've got a son who's 34, lives here, and he's a massive Man United fan. So don't listen to these guys, all right? Believe me. So is that's your pal, is it?
That's my pal, yeah.
Oh, oh, you're married. Is he married? Is he married? No.
Engaged.
Oh, he's engaged. Is he too tight putting a wedding ring on a finger, really? Hey, come on, man.
It's booked in for 2025.
How long have you been married?
We've been married just over a year now.
Oh, fantastic. That was back home in Darlington, was it?
It was, yeah.
And you're a big Man United fan?
Casual.
You've
I
been
would
married a
say.
year, he said, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you get
Favourite
you
player?
get a weekend when they lose football, didn't you?
It's a common occurrence.
Matty.
Did you think when they lost
Terry, shut up for 2 minutes. Matty, favourite player of all time? There's only one.
Mine's Ryan Giggs.
Oh, Giggsy. Ooh.
Good call.
proper football
Good
player.
call.
Good
Who's
call,
gonna say
Giggs.
Ronaldo.
No,
Ryan
Paul
Giggs.
Scholes.
Yeah, talking about
He's up there, but Ryan Giggs.
I've
I
had Paul
think,
Scholes in my pub over here, as they all
one of the
know.
longest serving, most successful. I think he's got one of the most trophies out of all of the players.
Yeah, you're probably. I think you're
Like
right.
to knock his wife about.
Yeah. Oh, not all there. Oh, look at the smoggy coming in there, digging his heels in any. So obviously not too. How old are you, man?
32.
Oh, you're 32. So very similar to my boy. Have you married? Any children on the way, or is that?
No, we're not planning. We're
You're not
to
planning.
enjoy ourselves.
Just enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
And you staying over at Bent? You staying
We're in
the same?
Americas as well.
Yeah. What's the place called? Where is it? Where are you? Don't get
I
drunk.
won't tell you, Steve.
So you're just a casual football supporter.
Casual football.
Well, listen, I've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'll give you the YouTube.
Ask him about his team. How they getting
No,
on.
no, yeah, no. If I ask you about his team, you know you're going to smash it.
You've got to
Right.
do it properly.
How's Man United? What do you like about them at this moment in time, apart from very little?
Switching the TV over.
Any man, he supports Man U as well.
I do a
You know
little bit.
what? I think I'm a fan of Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I think he's come in with the right attitude that we need.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the signings that he's made have been right for us. I think that we could have done better business.
Okay.
Hopefully with the new ownership that's coming in, that will look after the footballing side of things, there could be a
Yeah.
change. But I'm very sceptical. I think that I think the problem is we hear a lot about what Gary Neville has to say, and obviously he's very biased because he's on Sky Sports.
Of course.
So I think most Man United fans follow what they believe to be what he's been saying. So
Yeah.
do I think that we'll be challenging for the top four from the next 2 or 3 seasons? Probably not.
No.
I don't think we've got the right structure in place. I don't think that we've got the right
Yeah.
players. I think it'll take a long time. But I think Ten Hag's probably the right person to do
Well,
it.
the new guys coming obviously has bought 25%, 1.25 billion they've put into the club, and obviously he's having all the football dealings, hasn't he?
transfers.
And the transfer, and the Glazers basically just going to sit in the back, take the dividends and what have you.
Yeah.
I'll have a few quid for America, aren't they? That's what's
Did you see the thing today I heard on the news?
Yeah.
Martin Ziegler, who writes, I think, for the Times or Telegraph.
yeah,
I think in 18 months' time, there's something that if the Glazers are not happy,
yeah,
they can more or less say, there's your money back.
yeah.
And then,
Is that right?
and then they take full control of the club again. Apparently, it's like some clause in the contract. I've heard it today on
Yeah.
some
Right.
weird thing that they can get rid of him in 18 months' time.
I think most fans will be upset with that.
Yeah,
But I think most fans, let's be honest, the Glazers have done well for themselves from a business perspective.
yeah, of course, 100%.
They've always stuck money up for transfers though, haven't they?
It's just
Yeah.
£73 million for Sancho
Yeah.
hasn't been a success.
90
but they've
million
always
for
given
Anthony,
money.
Yeah, oh,
60 million for Matty Mason
They've
Mount.
always
Like,
backed the managers,
They've
haven't they?
always backed the managers with money.
you're more than an armchair supporter. You're blinking
are
all
more
the
than
yeah.
that.
You are,
but
yeah.
it's-
Because you know your
You know your stuff, kid.
The
Yeah,
difference is, I think if we'd have, it's whether or not the manager's been allowed to invest in the right areas, and whether or not, from a commercial perspective, they've wanted to buy them players because it comes with a big name
Yeah, yeah.
title.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's
Like
maybe he's not the manager that's picking the players, but somebody else?
we don't have a sporting director, somebody that oversees football, the football side of things. So I think that's where the biggest
call.
downfall
I think
is.
that's the thing with every club now in the Premier
you're
League.
right.
The
Yeah, yeah.
manager hasn't got to say in the
No,
transfers.
he just gets given players, doesn't he?
One other thing I was going to say to you, we've done this show for 6 months now on YouTube.
I was going to come to that.
And we always ask a question at the end. Would you sign Harry Maguire for your team?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a tough one because actually at the time he looked good at Leicester. I don't think he fits our current style of play
Have you
anymore.
been disappointed with him overall, really?
Yeah, because he's done well for England.
Yeah.
He's looked really good in the England shirt, but it suits
Yeah,
Southgate's
yeah.
style of
When they
play.
play for England, not being that funny,
Yeah.
he probably play easier games.
Yeah, true.
Playing for England against Faroe Islands,
True.
Lithuania and the Bog and Duck.
But he's been injured again. He came back playing superb a few weeks ago, didn't
This
he?
is where I don't rate
Of-
Ten Hag as a manager.
yeah.
Because McTominay, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is a great player.
Yeah.
And he's looked their best player. Last few games he's been on the bench.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of our highest top goal scorers.
Goal scorers, isn't he? Yeah.
Important goals as well.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
we've got points out of games he's scored.
Absolutely, yes,
Why
yeah.
is he not playing McTominay? Who's
Yeah,
one
no.
of their best? He's not
Yeah.
injured.
Well, listen, he's the manager. He's the one that gets paid to
What about
to
the
put.
goalkeeper?
Banana.
I'd rather have kept it here.
Well, there's your answer, innit?
Well, the guy's sitting home
Would
in
you rather
Spain,
have kept it here?
like this, watching the telly every
I think
week,
everybody.
knocking his head off.
Somebody who's loyal, who's played at the club a long time, understands the club. Why would you get rid of him? He was a fantastic shot stopper.
Or
He only had 1 or 2 or 3 bad
wasn't-
games in a
wasn't
season.
Dean Henderson there?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was there.
Got
Yeah,
rid of him, didn't they?
yeah.
He's still without the club there, isn't he?
yeah. I mean, Dean Henderson would have to be back up to De Gea though. You can't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
take De Gea on what he was probably on 300k a week.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to have to shut this up now because obviously we've been on here too long. It's going to go on forever. We could go on forever. We're going to do more. Listen, Matt, thank you for the drum. I'll give you the details and you can get onto our YouTube channel. That's Matt, all the way from Donington, Man United fan. Right, there's Alan, Terry. Cheers, man.
Cheers, pal.
Right, listen, we're going to finish. We're going to finish now. Right, first and foremost, anybody want to say hello to anybody? Let's go to moving the chairs. Alan, say hello to anybody, big man, please.
Yes, hello to my family back in Ireland, my brother who's watching. He follows you now, Webby as well.
Okay, cheers, son. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Right, we're going to chuck that one out. Terry, say hello to anybody.
Well, I'm good at this week. It's to my sister Nikki.
Yep.
And as you know, I mentioned this the other week.
Yes, you did.
Over Christmas, totally out of the blue, I lost my nephew, 23, to leukemia. Didn't know was well, or unwell, should I say. Go back next Wednesday for the funeral. It's so sad. 23, didn't drink, didn't smoke, fruit and veg fanatic, and totally out of the blue. Within 3 weeks, hospital, and now he's passed away. So it's to my sister and obviously the rest of the family back home. So
Rest in peace.
See you next week.
All right, cheers, son. Thanks for
week.
that, big man. Kevin, my big borough boy.
My first call out to my daughter Kaylee, who's been here for 5 days. It's lovely. It's been lovely having her here. And then my partner Julie, my son Jason, Harry and Evie, my grandchildren, Stephanie, and last but not least, Zeus and Ryan.
Webby's 2 dogs that he's never seen before.
Yeah.
And I love her a bit. Cheers, Kev, top man. And the main man today, Del Boy. What you got to say, big man?
Just say hello to all the family back home, and I'll be back tomorrow to the cold weather apparently, -3. Looking forward to that.
But when let me tell you something. When this goes out and you say that, they won't be looking forward to that. Because you're going back home, so. Del Boy, listen, it's been a pleasure, big man.
The family.
You're my
And,
number
see yous
7.
all soon, yeah.
You're my number 7 now, son.
And Ronaldo or Messi, 100%.
Everybody says Messi, but you say Ronaldo.
Yeah, well,
You're wrong.
All
We're
right, right. Listen, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I can't help it. All right, right. Listen, you've been tuning into Webby Sports Roundup here on a Thursday morning. Fantastic. We've had 2 great vlogs. Obviously, it's a little bit overcast there, as you can possibly see. So, as I always say, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup. Any comments from all the boys, please, down below. Do the ticks and so forth, and give Foggy some love. He's over next week. We're going to do a live blog. It's going to be superb. You'll be able to do what you want, talk to us, make comments, have a chat. Looking forward to it. So, from me, Webby, in my manor, in the Moonlight Bar in Faneuil Bay, take care, and I'll see you all soon.